In the remote expanses of the Zarine Nebula, where stars danced around invisible gravitational beats and the darkness of space was a canvas of celestial phenomena, the species known as the Zaltrons flourished. This advanced civilization was ruled not only by technology but by a strict inherent biological imperative to preserve the purity of their species through selective mating practices. However, there was one among them who dared to defy these age-old customs: Lyra. Lyra, a Zaltron of exceptional intellect and indomitable spirit, had long questioned the principles that bound her society. With her iridescent scales shimmering under the artificial suns of her home planet, Zaltaris, she stood out not just for her beauty, but for her rebellious ideas. Why must we limit ourselves to what we know, what we've been? She would often ponder aloud, much to the dismay of her kin. Her curiosity about the universe and its myriad inhabitants grew with every passing cycle, driven by the stories and data streaming in from the far corners of the cosmos. It was during one of her frequent visits to the orbital archives, a massive structure orbiting Zaltaris, filled with knowledge and artifacts from different worlds, that she first learned of humans. Humans were a relatively young species, scattered across a distant system known as Sol. They were technologically primitive compared to the Zaltrons, yet their societies were vibrantly diverse, their emotions raw and palpable even through the cold digital transmissions. Lyra was fascinated. The opportunity to meet a human came unexpectedly. A diplomatic envoy from Earth arrived at Zaltaris as part of a multi-species council meeting. Among the delegates was a human male named Alex Reed, a linguist and cultural ambassador. He was ordinary by human standards, medium height, with a mop of unruly dark hair and eyes that reflected the depths of his thoughts. Their first meeting was accidental. Lyra, lost in her thoughts, collided with Alex in one of the grand corridors of the council dome. Papers flew, and so did apologies. "I'm so sorry, I didn't see you there," Lyra exclaimed, her voice a melody that seemed to resonate with an otherworldly charm. "No harm done," Alex replied, his voice steady, his smile quick and genuine. "If anything, it's a memorable way to meet someone from another world." From that moment, a friendship blossomed, rooted in curiosity and a shared sense of wonder. They spent hours discussing their cultures, philosophies, and the infinite possibilities that the universe held. With each conversation, Lyra felt a connection that she had never experienced with her own kind. Her fascination with Alex was not just intellectual. She felt an emotional pull, a warmth that contradicted the cold logic of her species' mating protocols. This feeling was forbidden, dangerous in its implications, yet exhilarating. "Why are you so different?" Alex asked her one evening as they watched the twin suns of Zaltaris set from the viewing deck of the council dome. Lyra pondered the question, her gaze lost in the fiery descent of the stars. "Perhaps," she mused, "it is because I've always believed there is more to life than our laws dictate. Meeting you has confirmed it." The words hung between them, charged with an unspoken depth. Lyra knew she was at a crossroad. To choose Alex would mean turning her back on her heritage, her duties, and the expectations of her people. But to deny what she felt for him would be to deny a part of herself that she had only just discovered. As the stars vanished into the night, replaced by the artificial glow of Zaltaris' cities, Lyra made her decision. She would defy her biological destiny. But not tonight. Tonight, she would simply be with Alex, under the endless canopy of the universe, daring to dream of a different future. Lyra's decision to explore a relationship with Alex was not without its challenges. Zaltaris, while technologically advanced and generally open to interspecies relations at a diplomatic level, still harbored deep-seated biases and traditions regarding personal relationships with other species. Lyra's feelings for Alex were not just unconventional. They were viewed as a betrayal of her biological and cultural heritage. In the privacy of the orbital archives, where ancient texts and modern data streams intertwined, Lyra and Alex found their sanctuary. Here they could delve into their discussions about ethics, emotion, and the complexities of existence without the prying eyes of society. These sessions, though intellectually stimulating, soon gave way to more personal exchanges, their conversations often lingering on the nuances of their respective feelings and experiences. One day, as they navigated through a collection of holographic maps detailing unexplored sectors of the galaxy, Alex paused, his hand hovering over a particularly remote area marked with nebulous anomalies. "What are your thoughts on exploring the unknown, Lyra? Not just out there." He gestured towards the map. "But here," he continued, placing his other hand over his chest. Lyra's luminous eyes met his, a swirl of colors that reflected her tumultuous emotions. "I used to think I understood my purpose, my place in the cosmos," she confessed. "But with you, I feel as if all the stars are new, and the maps we've drawn are incomplete." Their relationship continued to deepen, weaving through the complexities of emotional and intellectual connection. However, their union was not unnoticed. Whispers began to circulate among the Zaltron elite, murmurs of discontent and disapproval that soon reached the ears of the Council. The Council of Zaltaris, composed of the oldest and wisest of the Zaltrans, summoned Lyra. In a chamber where the walls pulsated with the soft glow of bioluminescent algae, Lyra stood before them, her scales shimmering with a mix of defiance and apprehension. Eldor, the eldest of the council members, addressed her with a voice that resonated through the chamber. "Lyra, you have always been at the forefront of our exploration initiatives, a beacon of our species' intellectual prowess. Yet, rumors reach us of your liaison with the human. Do you understand the repercussions of such actions?" Lyra, her posture erect and unyielding, responded, "I do, and I believe that what we fear may actually be an opportunity. Our society is at a precipice, and through Alex I see a..." The Council of Zaltaris, after hours of deliberation following Lyra's defense, reached a verdict that echoed through the corridors of power with both promise and threat. They decreed that Lyra's association with Alex would be allowed under strict observation. This decision, a blend of concession and control, was aimed at studying the potential benefits of such interspecies interactions, while safeguarding the cultural and biological tenets of the Zaltron civilization. Under the watchful eyes of the Council's appointed observers, Lyra and Alex were granted permission to conduct a series of joint research projects that combined human insights with Zaltron technology. Their work, focusing on the adaptive biotech that could allow humans to thrive in environments previously considered inhospitable to them, was groundbreaking. Lyra's expertise in genetic engineering meshed seamlessly with Alex's innovative approach to human-compatible technologies, yielding prototypes that caught the attention of both Zaltron and human scientific communities. As their professional collaboration flourished, so did their personal relationship. The boundaries between their studies and their growing affection blurred, creating a symbiotic rhythm to their daily interactions. This harmony, however, was a delicate balance, constantly threatened by the scrutiny of those who awaited a misstep. One evening, as Zaltaris' twin moons cast a silvery glow over the research facility, Lyra and Alex reviewed data from their latest experiment, which had successfully integrated human physiology with Zaltron environmental adaptation technology. Alex, his eyes tired yet bright with excitement, turned to Lyra. "Do you realize what this means? We're on the brink of not just understanding but truly merging our worlds in ways that could benefit both our species." Lyra, her scales reflecting the moonlight in a kaleidoscope of colors, nodded. "I know, and yet I fear that our success might intimidate more than inspire. Our discoveries are not just scientific, they're personal. They prove that unity is possible, that it can bring forth new realms of possibility." Their concerns were not unfounded. Within the inner circles of the Council, there was growing unease. The success of Lyra and Alex's experiments presented a paradox. The potential benefits were immense, but the implications of such integration were profound and unsettling. The Council convened once more, this time to reassess the freedoms granted to Lyra and Alex. As the couple pushed the boundaries of science and affection, they remained unaware of the storm brewing in the political echelons of Zaltaris. The Council, divided between fostering innovation and preserving tradition, was on the verge of issuing an edict that could shatter the fragile peace. This forthcoming decision, cloaked in the secrecy of high-level deliberations, would test not only the resilience of Lyra and Alex's bond, but also the future trajectory of Zaltran-human relations. As the Council debated, the tension in the air of the research facility grew palpable. Lyra and Alex sensed the looming pressure, but chose to immerse themselves deeper into their work. They believed that their breakthroughs could forge a path to understanding and acceptance. However, beneath their confident exterior lay an undercurrent of unease. One day, while working on a particularly intricate genetic sequence, Lyra received an urgent communication from Eldor. The message was brief and cryptic. "Meet me at the archives. We need to talk." Eldor's presence in the orbital archives was unexpected. As Lyra arrived, she found him waiting in a secluded section filled with ancient holographic records. His expression was grave. "Lyra," he began, "the Council's patience is wearing thin. There are those among us who see your work not as progress but as a threat to our identity." Lyra's eyes flashed with determination. "Eldor, our work could save countless lives. We have a chance to redefine what it means to be Zaltron, to embrace a future where collaboration and unity are our strengths." Eldor sighed, his age showing in the weariness of his voice. "You must understand, change is never easy. Fear of the unknown binds us as much as our traditions. Be cautious, Lyra. There are those who might act out of that fear." Meanwhile, Alex was engrossed in refining a prototype of their environmental adaptation device when he noticed an unusual energy fluctuation in the facility's security systems. His instincts told him something was amiss. He decided to investigate, discreetly accessing the security feeds. What he discovered chilled him. A group of Zaltron enforcers, clad in stealth suits, was making its way towards the lab. Their intentions were unclear, but their presence in such a covert manner could mean only one thing. The Council had decided to intervene more directly. Alex hurriedly contacted Lyra. "We have to leave the lab, now." Lyra, still shaken by Eldor's warning, didn't hesitate. Together, they gathered the most crucial data and prototypes, transferring them to a portable device. They slipped out of the lab through a maintenance corridor, just as the enforcers breached the main entrance. As they navigated the labyrinthine passages of the research facility, Lyra's mind raced. "We need to get to a secure location where we can continue our work. If the Council has turned against us, we'll need allies." Alex nodded, his face set with determination. "We can contact the Earth delegation. They've been supportive and might help us find a safe haven." Their escape was fraught with danger. The enforcers were thorough, combing through the facility with precision. But Lyra and Alex's knowledge of the complex gave them a slight advantage. They managed to reach a docking bay where an unassuming transport vessel awaited. As they boarded the vessel, Lyra sent a secure transmission to the Earth delegation, explaining their situation and requesting asylum. The response was swift and affirmative. They would be provided refuge on a neutral space station until further arrangements could be made. The transport vessel, equipped with cloaking technology, slipped away from Zaltaris unnoticed. As they sped towards the neutral space station, Lyra and Alex sat in the cockpit, the weight of their actions pressing heavily upon them. "We're not just fugitives," Alex said quietly. "We're the first step towards something greater. This is about more than just us." Lyra reached out, her hand finding his. "I know, and we'll see this through. Together." As the stars stretched into streaks of light around them, they both knew the path ahead was uncertain and fraught with peril. But with each other's support and the groundbreaking work they carried, they held on to hope. A hope that their union, both scientific and personal, could light the way to a new era of understanding and unity in the galaxy. The neutral space station, Haven 9, bustled with representatives from numerous species, each corner a melting pot of interstellar diplomacy and trade. It was here that Lyra and Alex found temporary refuge. The Earth delegation, led by Ambassador Sarah Malik, welcomed them with open arms. "We've secured quarters for you and a private lab where you can continue your research," Sarah said. "But be cautious. This station, while neutral, is not free from espionage." Settling into their new lab, Lyra and Alex resumed their work with renewed urgency. They knew their discoveries could change the course of interspecies relations, yet the ever-present threat of discovery loomed large. They encrypted their data and maintained constant vigilance, aware that any misstep could lead to their capture. One evening, while analyzing a particularly complex genetic sequence, Alex received an unexpected communication from an old friend in the Earth delegation, Dr. Elena Vasquez, a renowned biotechnologist. She proposed a meeting in a secluded area of the station. At the rendezvous, Elena's expression was serious. "I've been monitoring communications. There are whispers that factions within both Zaltron and human societies are planning to use your research for military purposes. You need to be even more careful." Lyra's mind raced. "Our work is meant to bridge gaps, not create weapons." Elena nodded. "I know, but not everyone sees it that way. There's a growing interest in your environmental adaptation technology for use in hostile environments, battlefields." Returning to their lab, Alex and Lyra intensified their security measures, creating multiple backups of their research and hiding them in different parts of the station. They also started reaching out to trusted allies, hoping to build a coalition that could protect their work from being militarized. Days turned into weeks, and tensions on Haven 9 escalated. Rumors of espionage and sabotage swirled through the corridors. One night, an explosion rocked the station, and the alarm systems blared. The lab's security systems alerted Lyra and Alex to a breach attempt. As they hurried to secure their data, a group of armed individuals burst into the lab. A firefight ensued, with Alex and Lyra narrowly escaping through a maintenance hatch, the precious data safely stored in a portable drive. They fled to a hidden section of the station, a labyrinth of maintenance tunnels seldom used. As they caught their breath, Lyra turned to Alex. "We can't keep running forever. We need a plan." Alex nodded, his face grim. "We need to find a way to share our research widely and openly. If everyone has access, no single faction can control it." Using a secure channel, they contacted Ambassador Malik and Dr. Vasquez, outlining their plan to release their research to multiple independent scientific communities simultaneously. This move, they hoped, would ensure that their work remained in the hands of those who would use it for peaceful purposes. With the help of their allies, Lyra and Alex transmitted their data across secure networks to trusted scientists and institutions. The reaction was immediate. News of their groundbreaking work spread quickly, sparking both excitement and controversy. As Haven 9 settled into an uneasy calm, Lyra and Alex knew their actions had set off a chain of events that could not be undone. They had taken a bold step to protect their vision, and now they had to navigate the consequences. "We've done all we can," Alex said, looking out at the stars through a small viewport. "Now, we wait and see if the galaxy is ready for what we've unleashed." Lyra took his hand, her eyes reflecting the myriad possibilities ahead. "Whatever happens, we face it together." In the vastness of space, their resolve shone as a beacon of hope, a testament to the power of unity and the relentless pursuit of a better future. The release of Lyra and Alex's research sent ripples through the galaxy. On Haven 9, the atmosphere grew tense as various factions scrambled to respond to the new reality. For Lyra and Alex, it was a waiting game, hoping their gamble would pay off and their work would be used for good. In the days that followed, messages of support began to flood in from various scientific communities. The Earth delegation pledged to safeguard the integrity of the research, while independent Zaltron scholars voiced their support for Lyra and Alex's vision. However, not all responses were positive. Some factions saw the potential for power and profit, and tensions escalated as they maneuvered to seize control of the technology. The Council of Zaltaris, faced with the public outcry and the undeniable success of the research, found itself divided. Eldor, who had always been a cautious voice of reason, now stood firmly in support of Lyra. "This technology represents our future," Eldor addressed the council. "We must embrace it and the collaboration it symbolizes. To reject it is to reject progress itself." In a dramatic session, the council voted narrowly in favor of supporting Lyra and Alex's work. This decision, though fraught with controversy, marked a turning point for Zaltron society. On Haven 9, Lyra and Alex continued their work, bolstered by the support they received. They expanded their research, creating open forums and collaborative projects that included scientists from numerous species. These efforts began to show results, with new technologies emerging that benefited all, from medical advancements to environmental sustainability. One evening, as they sat in their quarters, exhausted but content, Alex turned to Lyra. "Do you think we've done enough? Can we really trust that this will be used for the right reasons?" Lyra, her gaze soft but resolute, replied, "We've done everything we can to set the right course. Now it's up to others to follow through. But I believe in what we've started. This is just the beginning." Their work soon led to the formation of the Interstellar Unity Initiative, an organization dedicated to fostering cooperation and innovation across species lines. Lyra and Alex were at the forefront, guiding the initiative with the same passion and vision that had driven their research. Years passed, and their contributions began to reshape interstellar relations. New treaties were signed, trade flourished, and most importantly, a newfound respect for diversity and collaboration grew. The initial fears and resistance gave way to a broader understanding that unity could be achieved without sacrificing individual identities. Lyra and Alex's bond, both personal and professional, remained strong. Their relationship became a symbol of what was possible when different worlds came together with a common purpose. They traveled across the galaxy, sharing their experiences and inspiring others to look beyond their differences. One day, standing on the observation deck of the Interstellar Unity Initiative's headquarters, Lyra and Alex looked out at the stars. The galaxy, with all its challenges and wonders, seemed a bit smaller, a bit more connected. "We did it," Alex said, a smile spreading across his face. "We actually did it." Lyra leaned into him, her scales shimmering in the starlight. "We did. And there's still so much more to do." Their legacy, a testament to the power of defying conventions and embracing the unknown, continued to thrive. The galaxy was forever changed, united by the vision of a Zaltron who dared to love beyond her kind, and a human who believed in the limitless potential of unity. In the vast expanse of space, Lyra and Alex's story became a beacon of hope, a reminder that even the most unlikely of partnerships could illuminate the path to a brighter future.